Good afternoon, students. In today's class, we are going to see the performance topic in DT based. What is DT based?
Design thinking.
Design thinking. What are the stages are there? These are the 5 stages. In these stages based, we are going to learn this topic. The first one is performance. What is the performance? Why we need to consider the performance in computer? We execute our program fast. The execution speed, it will be purely based on the hardware design. So these are the two empathy parts. What makes a computer fast? It is purely our hardware design. The hardware design, it will makes our computer to run fast. Then some of the laptops, it may work slower than other laptops when you are comparing. It will be purely depends on the clock rates. When you are increase the clock rates, it may decrease the performance. If we are having the reduced clock rates, your performance will be high. Then, and also while we are going to these two problems are get solved through this gaming laptops. Already you know about the gaming laptops, right? What are the processors are available at market? Intel, then Ryzen, AMD. In gaming laptop, which processor they are using? Yes, which processor they are using in gaming laptops? AMD. Okay. Next, while we are going to ideate section, okay. In what are the ways we can provide the solution for these problems? Okay, that we are going to discuss here. The first one is clock rate. The clock rate, it will be calculated through the formula 1 by T. What is the T? Number of that what we know. Clock cycle length. Yes. Number of cycles required to execute the program or complete the program. Okay. That is 1 by 3. What is the expansion for CPI? Cycles per instruction. When we will use the cycles per instruction calculation? What is the use of CPI? This used to identify the time taken, okay, to fetch the particular instruction. The next one is instruction count, or we can call it as instruction set also. In this, the instruction set, it may vary based on the your program size. If it is a large program, then the value, it will be a large values, large number of cycles. That's it. Yeah. Large number of CPI we need. So it is categorized as large value. Then if it is a smaller program, then we can go with a small value. What's the expansion for CISC? The ISC means instruction set computer. What will be the C? It is written for large value, right? Complex, correct. So yeah, it is a complex instruction set computer. Or means reduced instruction set computers. So these are the two types of computers. This will be used to calculate the size. Next one is memory hierarchy. Why we need this memory hierarchies? Okay, then basically the memory hierarchy will be used to identify the or locate the program where we have stored, okay, or sequences. Execution sequences also we can monitor through this memory hierarchy. Next one is pipeline. What is the use of pipeline? Pipelining, it will be used to check the flow of our data. This will be used to transfer the data from memory to the processor to perform the operations, arithmetic and logical operations. For that, you can consider this example: add R1, R2, R3. What's the use of this add? What it denotes here? ADD means which we are going to perform what operations? Addition operations with the help of three general purpose registers: R1, R2, R3. First, we have to fetch the value from the memory. When you are retrieving the data from memory, you will send data to the memory data register. From the register, the value it will be sent to the R1, R2, R3. After holding the data in this general purpose registers, it will call the ALU unit to perform the arithmetic operations. After performing it, it will send the result to the control unit to display it in the output console. And compiler. What is the use of compiler? It is used to convert high level language to machine level language. Okay. So this is the purpose of this compiler. In that before this, we are going to calculate the CPU time. If I want to calculate the CPU time, then I have to use this formula: instruction count into CPI divided by log. If you use this formula, you will get the CPU time taken to execute that particular single program. MCQ questions. Which of the following, which of the following contribute directly to execute the or to calculate the CPU time? Consider this following. What are the components directly contribute to calculate the CPU time? Instruction count, CPI, divided by log rate. So these three parameters directly contribute value to calculate the CPU time. What's the formula to calculate CPU time? If you can consider the case, if the processor execute 1 million instruction with a CPI of 2, right now, CPU of 2, CPI 2 time interval. The clock rate of 2 gigahertz. What will be the execution time? Executes 1 million instruction, 1 million instruction with a CPI of 2 and a clock rate of 2 gigahertz. Thank you.